Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Project Ascension. Today we're on the Bronzebeard server, which is the Classic Plus experience. Just came out for release and we're going to be playing. So we got a Draenei Warrior here. We do spawn over in the Night Elves area and they do lots of revamps. This server is the original 9 classes, very similar to Classic with a bunch of different additions and tweaks and all that good stuff. Different talents, abilities. We go to level 60 on this server. We have the Mystic Enchants, just like the other servers. If you're unfamiliar with Ascension, they have all kinds of different servers where there's custom classes. There's classes that you can mix and match your own. There's the class list system where you can basically make your own class, all different abilities from all the different classes. And it's just a lot of cool stuff. The game is completely free. The certain servers they have, some of them you do have to donate a couple bucks to and get access to. But for the most part, you can play completely free. And we're just going to get started here. So we got our first quest here. Got to pop this down. Just got to get some boars and tigers. So this server, I believe, is 1 or 1.5 rate XP. We got a little bit of extra rest XP. But other than that, basically just going to be going through. Now, there is an option when you start. You can choose to have the mobs and creatures level scale with you, or just to have the basic vanilla experience. Now, I did pick the level scaling, but I think I might want to change that over to the other version. I feel like it might give a little bit of a better feel for the game. I went with the warrior. I just like the warrior and Draenei because they have this heal on a classic and that kind of style of game. The heal is very nice. Get a little more action, a little more often. Or I'm almost half dead already. But we gotta loot this guy. I'm so used to having a loot bot. We are going to be doing some of the warrior quests, which we don't need to do, but it will be coming in handy. The axe is really good that you can get from one of those. Oh, and I didn't get that guy. There's definitely going to be some bugs and things to be expected. The launch has basically blown any other launch of a private server out of the water. So that is awesome. There's plenty of people, as you can see. It's a Saturday afternoon. I'm recording this, so quite a few people on, probably more than normal, but definitely nice to have a lived-in MMO world. Finish up these Night Sabers. I don't know which I'm able to loot, which kind of sucks. This guy I should be able to. Ooh, level 2. Nice. Alright. This is pretty cool. You can change your instances. Alright, we'll turn in this quest. Get a little blue pouch, and we'll go with some gloves. Profession here, we want to go with blacksmithing and mining for since we're a warrior. There we go, and we're just going to learn the rest of these so they don't pop up. Actually, we'll need a first aid anyways. There we go. And you'll see these things around the world, these little RPG elements laid out, and you can grab these and you'll get some goodies. So that one's a pouch, usually a lot of weapons, armor, stuff like that, different world forged items you can find. The staff over here. You got a couple people looting at once. Sometimes you have to reloot it. That one looked like it worked perfectly. Nice. Find all kinds of different things laid out throughout the world, different areas to explore, all that good stuff. Now we also have a stone of retreat and a scroll retreat to Stormwind, so we're actually going to go there to do the leveling. Alright, we're over here at Northshire Abbey, the human starting zone that we picked up the quest, and also forgot to mention we have these guys, somebody in your starting zone be able to talk to do challenges, do different trials, anything you want to do. If you want to do hardcore, Iron Man, all that good stuff, and you'll get different rewards you can see here. You click on those, tell you about what it is, the different restrictions. Now you have to do this at level 1 before getting any XP. So make sure you do that first. I don't think you can receive any mail or anything like that, so take care of that before you start leveling. And then also, if we find a guard, we can change our settings for the level scaling. You can do that if you would like to change that, which I think I am going to. I'm going to keep it as classic so I can move through the different zones and experience more. Alright, so if you head into this main cathedral looking thing of the human starting zone, you head over to this guy, Galric, and talk to him, and you can change whether or not you want to do any experience bonus or open world scaling. Now, if you change the open world scaling, you won't get as much XP for each kill, but it might be a little bit easier. You also won't have as much freedom to choose where you'd like to go in terms of leveling. So I was thinking about turning it off, but I'm actually going to leave it on because then I can kind of always keep up with the XP without having to do too much grinding. Take a look through here. I don't think there's anything else too crazy here, but one of the rooms does have a item or two you can pick up. have to find that. A lot of people are all jumping off up here, maybe just for the quests. Alright, boys, just about done with this quest. Now, if you're doing any kind of slaying quest, as long as you hit the person, like this guy right here, if I hit this guy, I'll be able to get credit for that quest. And I think maybe sometimes XP too, but helps out a lot when you're with all these people. If there's somebody fighting somebody, as long as you hit them once, you'll be able to get the credit. And you don't have to worry about getting your kill stolen or anything like that. But if you have to like loot something, then you're kind of out of luck. Alright, we'll turn these quests in. Alright, boys, so it looks like we actually have our first custom quest that we're getting into. Knowledge Corrupts. I've talked to this guy, and he wants us to find all these pages for his book. That's pretty cool. A little extra addition. A lot of little additions like that are going to be found throughout the game. A lot of new areas, a lot of new lore and RPG elements pumped in. Oh, look at this little guy. I thought that said Hershey. Got me excited. A little chocolate bar. That does some damage. Oh, he just bit me. Shadow bite. Alright. Also, another big thing about this, if you guys are unfamiliar, is the Mystic Enchant system. There's all kinds of different enchants that are going to alter your character, give you different abilities, as well as modify different things. So you have like some stuff for CC and utility, then you have some big ones that are going to be abilities. You have other stuff that'll help you with like rage regen and tons of stuff that can completely change the playstyle of your character. That's the main thing about the plus in the classic plus, and then also the little additions that they're adding around, and all the little RPG elements, the little abilities that you'll get, the armors, weapons, all that good stuff. Okay, we need one more. I think there's another thing that just spawned, but I am running. Oh, we still have to talk. Oh, that was the last one. Sweet. Head in here, right behind here. There's also a couple trainers in here. There we go. Sweet. That was an easy little quest. A little extra XP, a little extra immersion. We also have, and plus something different. And we have to go into a secret dungeon entrance. Oh, alright. Probably one of these. This is a whole new area right up here that they just added, so we're going to check that out as well. Why don't we go around this side? We will finish these kobolds. Probably get some of this stuff done, and then we'll move on to that and see what else they got over here. Do some exploration. Alright, boys, we got a little wax stained bag here, level 10 slot bag. Did I get it? Someone else is trying to pick it up. Sometimes you have to kind of wait a second for it to reset. This is right over here, right past these trees at this little camp. So now we have a 10 slot bag pretty early on. Very helpful. We can tag a couple of these just to get the quest done. See, I think we get XP as well. Yep, XP 48. Nice, 48. Gonna grab some professions. Now, professions will also grant you XP. And you can get quite a bit from them sometimes, especially for crafting stuff. Also, there's a crafting overhaul in here, so a lot of the gear that you're going to be crafting is actually going to be very viable, and as well as better than most you can find in the wilderness and whatnot. And you can also upgrade each of your pieces of gear, at least the main gear professions here. You can upgrade them a couple times and get them even better with miscellaneous stats, like haste or berserk, and do a little extra damage, attack power, extra crit, whatnot. So that's pretty cool. I did that a lot on the test server, and I found that very rewarding. So definitely going to roll with that again with this guy on the blacksmithing. I'm just going to reorganize this with a new bag. Ooh, we got an old grave here. We're going to get weapon. Oh, nice. That's one of the RPG items there. We can throw those on. Nice. All right. Some of this stuff away. Now, when you learn these professions, you'll also get the tools dropped in your inventory for you. Make sure you have a little bit of space for whatever you're learning. I do want to check out this house, because I wonder if there's something else here. You might want to keep out some of the food, too, in case you need to heal up. Oh, yeah, look what we got here. Gem of Fortitude. Right on our character. Oh, it's a necklace. Nice. Strength and stamina. Not too bad. So this the server's going to reward you a lot for exploration and the RPG elements, which is really cool. I like that a lot. Being able to kind of explore and find stuff and do different things and some of these custom quests and zones. I do want to see if I can grab a Alliance Tabard for Stormwind at some point. If you guys are moving any zones, you might want to do that. So when I'm buying stuff, especially the mount, I get extra rep, so I'm not getting all this money being lost. You're not going to get too much money in this one, unless you're doing a lot of venturing and selling that gear. or auctions or whatnot. There we go, a little woodcut and a little XP. Alright, just a little tip for you guys as well. If you don't have any of the vanity stuff, mainly this Book of Ascension of all different styles, they just have different different looks. And then they also have the artisans, which is for professions. Now, if you don't have this, you're going to have to pay attention when you level up because you will have to train your abilities. You don't have to worry about training for weapons or anything like that in terms of skill. You will have to train for dual wielding, that kind of stuff. But in terms of when I level up, I have to find my trainer or this book, and I can learn the next rank for my abilities, which do cost money. So pay attention what you're learning. If you might not want to learn a couple things just because they might not be useful. But Charge and Thunderclap, I'm definitely taking those. We're going to come over here, finish this quest. Bang. Alright, sweet. We're going to save this wood. I was selling it. I think I might be able to buy it back. Yeah. And we can use that to actually get more XP when we craft it. There's a couple logging camps in the area that we can go to. We're going to scout through here, kill some of these guys, and finish off this direction. What is going on there, boys? She's getting a good whacking. Alright. Alright, boys, we just got to level 6. We're doing some helping out the community here, as well as some crafting, got tons of blacksmithing. First aid's already up to heavy linens, and we're able, I think, to use these. Oh, I think we're getting DC, boys. All part of being new. It's alright. Alright, boys, quick recap. We just came back. A little crash, but that's alright. It's lots of people on the servers, and it's hugely popular at the moment. So, anyways, what I was getting to is, we're coming over here. We got a new area of the Northshire. North of the Northshire, I should say. Bunch of new villages. This is pretty cool. Little spiders. I'm keeping my eyes peeled for any little goodies. Anything in here? No. Oh, these spiders are red too, so you gotta be careful there. If they're red, they will attack you on sight. Yellow/orange, they will not. And gray, they will not attack. They only attack you if you attack them. And then gray, they won't attack at all. So there's usually critters. There's something here. Oh, maybe it's inside. Oh, this is a cellar. Look at that. Nice. Oh, we'll go into the dungeons. Oh, wow. Look at this, boys. I guess they probably didn't really have too much extra space, so they just sent us right down to the depths. This is really cool, though. Alright. Check out some of these quests. Alright. Get a good reward, I think, from one of those. Look at this guy. An axe up there? Oh, no. It looks like something, though. Oh, this is pretty sweet. I think we have to purify some stuff. We picked up this little water bucket over in the vineyards here. I just realized there's a map in here too. That's pretty sweet. You don't see that too often. And I can throw it and it'll do a little poison damage. That's pretty cool. It's held in offhand. What do you got here? Oh, an idol we got to purify for the quest. All right. Sweet. That's one. A lot of people in here, so I guess this is where we're going next. Oh, yeah. It's a tome. Oh, someone invited me. Heck yeah. We got to get this guy. Oh, he's an elite. Heck yeah. Thanks for the invite, boys. Sweet. We got that. He's an elite, so we're going to have to team up for that one. We're going to do that. We're going to leave the party now. What is this? We already got the journal. Right, because I left the party. Alright. What did we get here? Another offhand spell power. Not something I need. Where is the rest of the goodies? Over here. Alright, looks like that's everything. Is this a new dungeon? Oh, it might be. Sweet. Alright, we'll go turn on all these quests here. See where it takes us next. I wonder if we'll have like a dungeon quest or something. So black pouch there. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, weapon. Big two-hander. That's not bad. One-handed sword, some strength and agility. A mace. Bow. Let's see. I think we'll go with the two-hander because that's a pretty chunky damage bonus there. Pop that on. Oh, it's an intellect. Kind of sucks, but that is what it is. Nice. All right. And everything else is out of this area. Cool. Sweet. Looks like it's over here in this watchtower. Oh, we got some disturbed dirt. Let's check this out. Oh, some gloves. Nice. Oh, with strength, too. We got some more quests over here. This should be all the custom stuff. We gotta go get Garrett. Alright, we're heading into the tower, boys. A lot of people here. Let's see, what do we got? Oh, he's got a ram. Oh, we got to kill a bunch of these guys. There's nobody here. Oh, Murlocs, too. That's pretty cool. Oh, look at this. This is really cool. Got a little bridge, waterfall. Another new area. I didn't even know you could get up here. Oh, look at this. A whole new area. Nice. This is where we gotta find all the Murlocs and the other guys. Looks like we have another quest here for this void area. Thanks, boys. We have to confront this guy. Oh, there he is. Let's get him, boys. Nice, a cool little mini boss there. Sweet, we got that. Leave the group. And I think we could just turn everything in. We gotta get, oh, these orbs. Oh, probably from these mystic guys. Yeah, these oracles. Alright, boys, we got to level 10. As you can see, we're also mounted. So I figured out you get to level 5 and you can come to your secondary leveling area. And you can grab a quest from one of the guys over here. A big bubble above his head. Grab your first mount, which is completely free, and the training's free. So even better, win-win there. And we're actually in Goldshire. So it looks a lot different. Lots of new buildings here. There's new quests, all custom stuff. Really makes the world feel a little more alive and lived in. Pretty cool. We also got to level 10 in terms of, we got some new abilities. Let's check those out. We got some tank type stuff. We're not going to learn any of this yet because it does cost money. So we'll hold off on that. We also ended up getting a Mystic Enchant. We had a selection of a couple. We went with this one, Glyph of Victory Rush. Increased chance by 30% for a crit. So that's pretty good, especially when you're chaining a bunch of mobs together. We're also working on our professions here with blacksmithing, trying to get some more ore. It's been a little chaotic with how many people it is, but I think the addition of all these people is quite welcome. Having people run around, doing quests together, inviting the groups, taking out elite mobs and tons of mobs is a lot better than it used to be with only a few people here and there. But anyways, professions are a huge bonus to this as well. They've reworked them so you can make these upgrade kits. You can also get experience from your professions. And these upgrade kits will take something as simple as these gauntlets here with 68 armor, 2 strength, turn them into something like this. 78 armor, 4 strength, additional stamina, and a dodge rating. So you'll get additional perks here in terms of stats. Sometimes you get a bunch of stuff. I got these boots. Nothing came up on those. And they're completely random. So you can get something really good one time, something not so great. So sometimes I make a couple of them and see what I can get. And you can upgrade them up to 2 times with these upgrade kits. They could also do this for leatherworking. Not sure what else the other professions have, but either way, you get lots of experience. And if not, you don't want this stuff, you can always sell it. We're working on making some new weapons here. I think I wanted to make this axe. I do need some leather. I think I have all that stuff in the bank. We did pick up this from the Jasper Lode mine. There was a little web sack that we opened, and we got this, so pretty cool. It wasn't quite as hard-hitting as my two-hander, but I was thinking the extra poison might be pretty cool, and the extra rage from the one-hander, so we're actually going to switch back to this two-hander, make that, level it up, see how that is. I think I have this guy, this rum bank. Put some material in here from my other character. We'll take the leather, the armor kits, some flux, and I think we need one more malachite. We'll take that. There we go. We can make this. Craft that. Oh, quick crafting too. We have all the world buffs, Titan scrolls. All right, let's see. Hopefully something good. Oh, all stamina. All right, that's not bad, I guess. Extra health. We don't have enough to make another one, so we'll just roll with that. We'll take these upgrade kits. So maybe we'll get some strength. That'd be cool. Nope, just more stamina there. And more stamina. Okay, either way, huge upgrade. We'll throw that on there. Now we got a big, juicy axe. We also want to work on these pants, I believe. Yeah, strength and stamina. We just need the fine thread. We'll put the rest of this stuff away. Sell what we don't need. And we'll be all set. So we're going to keep leveling up. Stop back periodically, see how it is. So far, I'm having a good time. It's great to see all these players here. The world feels a lot more lived in and alive. We're going to see if we get to 60, make some checkpoints along the way, and maybe even start raiding. That would be pretty cool, especially on a newer server with everybody just starting out. My brother also got him back into the game, so we're going to maybe do some duo stuff. I'm working on a druid. He's got a priest, so we might do some fun stuff there. We're definitely going to be checking out some of the class quests as well. and some of the other landmarks here. Like we got the whole new Goldshire, looks awesome, much larger, some extra quests. We have this one to get all different stuff from these guys. Let's see, liquor. All right, there it is. That's another quest, and you get all kinds of goodies there. And then also once we get a little higher up, we'll get some more mystic enchants, and we can mess around with those. We also got talents now. I forgot about that. I think we're gonna go with armor to the teeth, but we might go with one of these for now. Let's go with the Ren, just because that's always on there. And arms is pretty powerful in this version of the game, so we'll stick with that. And yeah, so far we're having a good time. Definitely check it out if you guys have any interest. It's I think a little bit more stable and worked on than most of the other realms at the moment, especially with the influx of people. But yeah, definitely like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you're interested in checking out some more of that stuff. We've been working on lots of videos, and just overall having a good time. So catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.